Teacher Robin. Welcome to another live streaming class. If this is your first time with us, let me explain how the classes work. Today, our topic is Introduction to Phonetics. If you have a question during the class, write your question in the comment section and I'll answer it at the end of the class. I also have a few questions for you at the end of my lesson, and you can write your answers in the comment section as well. So let's get started with phonetics. First, let's talk about what is the International Phonetic Alphabet. This is a set of symbols that represent sounds in English. So each sound is called a phoneme, and each phoneme is represented by a symbol. So here you can see some examples of the different symbols. Okay, why is it important to learn the phonetic alphabet in English? This will help to pronounce the words according to their sound and not their spelling. You'll sound more natural in English and you'll understand better and be understood better. Okay, where can we find the phonetic transcription of words in English? You can find it in most English language dictionaries. For example, Merriam-Webster or the Cambridge Dictionary usually features the phonetic transcription in both American and British English, because sometimes the pronunciation of the words is different, so their phonetic symbols, the phonemes, will be different as well. Okay, so the phonemic chart is a set of symbols. There are 44 total phonemes in the English language. So this is an example of the phonemic chart. Okay, this includes vowel sounds, consonants, and diphthongs. So obviously you can't learn all 44 phonemes at once. You need to memorize them a little bit at a time. Today we're going to look at 2 phonemes, 2 vowel sounds, and then in future classes we'll look at a few more. So take it little by little, memorize a few, and practice with those. Okay, so let's look at a vowel phoneme. The first one we're going to look at is E, and this is how you write it. This is the symbol for E, the E sound as in B or me. This is a long voiced sound. Voiced means that we use our vocal cords when we make the sound and we draw it out longer, okay? Let's look at what letters are associated with the phoneme E. Normally, the letter E or double E as well as EA, but not always. So, the way to remember the correct pronunciation is learn the sound, listen and memorize, and check the phonetics in the dictionary. Once you learn the phonetic transcription, if you ever have a doubt about how a word is pronounced, you can look up the transcription and that way you know for sure. Okay, so let's look at some E-sounding words, okay? You can repeat after me as we go along or just listen. Each, beach, please, see, these, he, she, we, see, keep, sleeve, be. Do you notice how all of these words have the E phoneme? Okay? Other words with different letters that also use the E sound are machine, kiwi, and police. Okay? Now let's look at one more phoneme, the I phoneme. Okay? It's written like this, like the letter I with 2 slashes on each side, as in the words it or in. So the I sound. It's a short voice sound, so we don't pronounce it for quite as long, but we do use our vocal cords when making the sound. Okay? The I sound is usually associated with the letters I and E, but not always. Okay? Words which include the letters I and E do not always use the I sound, such as life, let, and kite. These are different. So now let's look at some examples of the I sounding words. Give, sit, bit, this, because, English, okay? As we said before, sometimes the pronunciation or the phoneme is different between American and British English. So, for example, the word enough, it has the I sound in British English, but in American it's more enough. So notice that difference. Okay, now let's compare these two phonemes side by side. So on the left side, we have words with the phoneme E, and on the right side, we have words with the phoneme I. So I'm going to read them, and you can listen for the difference in pronunciation. Sheep, ship. Green, it. Bean, bin. Seat, sit. Feel, fill. Eat, grin. Feet, fit. Can you hear the difference? All right, now that we've practiced with two phonemes, let's practice together in the comments. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and you can write your answers in the comments section. We will also post these questions in the comments in case you didn't catch one. So the first question is, which word is the odd one out? So out of these 4 words, 3 of them have the same phoneme and 1 of them does not. Which one does not belong in the group? Okay, tell me in the comments which of these words does not belong in the group. Okay, number 2, which of these words have the phoneme E? It may be more than 1, okay? So out of these 5 words, which one or ones have the phoneme E? And finally, which of these words have the phoneme I? Which of these 5 words have the phoneme I? Okay, so write your answers in the comments. As I said, we'll post the questions right now in the comments so you can check them just in case you missed one. Okay, so as you're writing your answers, let me tell you about our course at ABBA. If you're not familiar with it, at ABBA we have a complete course from beginners to business level. The course is made up of 144 units, and each unit has a video class, a short film, and exercises to help you improve your English. So if you want to register as a free student, you will have access to all of the video classes and the first unit of each level. If you then decide to go premium, then you have access to all of our course content, and you'll be assigned a teacher like me who can help you whenever you have a question as you're studying. So if you want to join 16 million other students studying with us at ABBA, click on the link that we're posting right now to get more information. Just so you know, if you do study with us, you can study from your phone, from your tablet, or from your PC or desktop. So it's a very flexible way to study anywhere you are at any time, and your progress is saved on all of the devices. So check that out if you're interested. Okay? We also have at ABBA a lot of additional resources to help you practice your English. Our blog is called the ABBA Journal, which features articles about grammar, culture, travel, and English for business. And it's available in many languages. with translations in many languages, so you can find one that's helpful to you. And you're using our Facebook page right now, so I'm sure you're familiar with that. We have a YouTube channel as well, a Twitter page, and a SoundCloud page with podcasts that you can listen to. So you have all of these resources available to you. Please use them to improve your English. Okay? Let me take time now to answer your questions. Let's see who is joining us today. Where are you from? And what questions or comments do you have about phonetics in English? All right. Let's see. All right, as the comments are loading, it will just take one moment. Let me tell you about our next class. So the schedule for the month of July is posted on our Facebook page, and you can find the date, the time, and the subject of each week's class. So next week we're going to be talking about the subjunctive mood and correct imperatives, how to use the imperative correctly. So if you don't know already when we use the subjunctive or when we use imperatives, then check out this class next week. All right. Remember that you can also receive notifications whenever we're live streaming by changing your Facebook settings to get notifications. We also want to hear from you. How would you like to receive updates or notifications about our live streaming classes? What is the most convenient way for you? Do you prefer to receive a Facebook invite? Do you prefer to receive an email the day before the class or an email the day of the class? Please tell us your preferences in the comments, and we will take this into account to find the best way to get the information to you about our classes. All right. Let's see. My iPad is going very slowly today. I'm sorry about that. Let me give it a few more seconds, and if it's not working, then I will answer your comments from my computer. All right? Okay. Well, I apologize, but I'm not going to be able to answer your questions live because my iPad is not working. But I promise, as soon as the class is over, I will go to my computer and I'll answer all of your questions. Remember that the live class stays in the video section, so you can find all of our previous classes. You can see what we've talked about in the past, and you can pause, take notes, watch it as many times as you want. You can share them on your Facebook page, or you can tag someone you think might want to watch the class. So I hope that this lesson has been useful for you. I will go to my computer right now and answer your questions. I hope that you can join us next week when we talk about the subjunctive mood and imperatives, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!